Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Sports Department Podcast, a very, very special edition of the Sports Department Podcast right here, where myself, Stephen Clark, and Justin Valentovic are doing the second annual WWE Fantasy Draft. If you didn't see it last year or listen to it last year, it was a fun time with Jesse and Justin drafting their superstars, going back and forth around this time last year too, because that's when the WWE draft takes place, and Jesse couldn't be around for it this year, so I'm here to draft.
And I get to lose to Clark.
Hey man, hey, you never know.
I probably will.
Hey, I have some confidence.
I'm not the deepest wrestling mind like some.
You're right. You're
also
not
Jesse
wrong.
like overanalyzes like everything. Like he probably did 3 mock drafts before we even started last year.
Probably. But no, we're here to draft. It's a fun little episode. But before we get into the draft and the rules and all that stuff, Justin, how you doing?
Good. Yeah. Draft is finally back around. Thank God. Both shows
Needs
mainly
to be changed
Raw.
up some stuff. Yeah.
Mainly Raw needed the new blood coming in to spice things up because Raw has been bad for basically the entire year since last draft. So they definitely need some help. Definitely filling out the mid card to upper, main event a little bit just to spice things up a little bit. So
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see how the actual draft goes. Yeah, let's get to it, I guess.
Yeah, let's get to it. I don't know where I put my coin, so that's not good. I have to find that because
I can do a random wheel.
We can do a random. We can get the wheel going. I'm gonna start reading off the rules unless I find the coin within the time that I do the rules, which I'm stalling for time, and I don't know where it went. Did it fall?
What, the rules or your coin?
The coin. I grabbed 1/4.
All right, wheel of names.
All right, so let me read off the rules. So what we're doing here is the rules basically the same from last year. Every Raw and SmackDown current superstar is eligible. This means no part-timers. So no Cena, no Triple H, no Brock Lesnar, no Undertaker, no guys like that. Majority of the year, you have to be wrestling on the card. Tag teams do count as one pick unless you decide to break them up. That's up to you. So you could draft, I don't know, say the Street Profits as one, or you can just take Montez Ford as one if you want. That's a choice that's up to whoever's drafting at that point. No injured superstars. I don't really know who's injured right now, but I guess I think Asuka might be injured. She hasn't been around.
I guess
I don't know. Injured is a question mark. We'll see how we do. Like if they've been out and we know they have like an injury or whatever, they can not be drafted. But that's a little question marky. The no injured superstars. We're each gonna have 20 picks. It is snake draft style, so if snake drafts from fantasy football or any other draft or whatever, just like that. First person picks, and then everybody else goes 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, all the way until we have 20 superstars on our roster. I think that's the rule. So,
and do factions count as one?
Factions count as one pick. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I have it up on my phone just because it'll be easier to show and not have to edit with screen sharing.
Yeah, that's
so
annoying.
As you can see, both names are right there.
Oh, but whoever it lands on gets the first pick.
Correct.
Okay, let's see what we're doing. And for the audio listeners, I'll keep talking so it's just not dead air. And it landed on me. Oh, baby.
Yep. So Clark, you get the first pick.
I get the first pick.
But that means then with Snake, I get 2 back-to-back
picks in a row.
Correct.
Then I get 2 picks in a row. Back and forth, 2 picks. And it's a very easy first pick, and that's the Bloodline.
The whole group.
Yeah, the whole group. We stated right before the factions count as one. So I get
so
Roman
there
Reigns,
goes
Roman, Jay, Jimmy. All.
Do you get Heyman with them?
All on SmackDown because I want to be SmackDown.
Okay, even though on the wheel you were the red brand. So
okay, I'm Raw. Raw.
Yeah.
I'm Raw. So I'm bringing Roman in the Bloodline. I guess Heyman counts too, but not really because managers we can't really draft. So my first overall pick is the Bloodline.
All right. Well, mainly because I'm going to need a champion. I'm going to go Big E with my first overall pick, and it snakes back to me. So I want to go with Charlotte as my women's champion with my second overall pick.
Surprising pick not to take the New Day with Big E there. Very, very shocking choice.
Well, they've been on their they've been on their own right now. So that's kind of how I've been viewing them.
Okay. So you went with Charlotte then. So
yes.
I get 2 back-to-back picks now. I guess I got to
Yep.
take the other women's champion, and I'm taking the SmackDown champions over. So I have the bloodline, and now I have the current SmackDown women's champion, Becky Lynch, right here. This is a tough one now.
Yeah. Now this is where you can either go more women's division, or build up your main event.
I could.
A little or mid card, because you need Roman to fight somebody.
Well, I'm going to do something crazy here.
Oh boy.
And I'm not allowing you to have any tag team championships on your roster because I'm taking RK Bro. Justin has no tag team titles on his roster at all.
Okay.
Justin's like, oh.
Didn't see that one coming. But we will adjust and
there you go.
Make shit up on the fly.
Okay.
So Snake's back to me with I get 2 picks then back to back.
Yes.
Oh boy. All right. Give me. No, that's kind of what's going on in Raw right now. No, don't really want to do that. Oh boy, this. Oof.
Off to a rough start there, bud.
Give me Drew. I need Drew.
Little
Drewski.
Nice pick. Drew McIntyre going to Justin's team
and
right there.
It's staying with me. So give me also. Oh boy, really gotta dig deep already. Thank you for that one, taking out basically everybody. Boy, this is. Give me Finn.
Oh, wow, you're just stacking up your roster there.
Yeah.
I like it.
So we're up to you.
Well, you left a couple champions on the board. So I'm going to take one. And I'm going to take King Nakamura and Boogs because I need a mid-card title.
Now, do you get Pat McAfee with him as well?
No, I don't get Pat McAfee. Not that good of a package deal. But I'll leave you the other mid-card if you want to take that. So I'm not going to be too brutal here. So Nakamura and Boogs for me. And my second pick here, I'm going to take AJ Styles and Omos.
Ooh, okay. All right. So you're basically
focusing on tag team division here, man. You know how we do.
Yeah. So I need a mid card belt. So
we also get 3 NXT picks, by the way.
I know.
Okay. Well, do you know? Do you know? Because you forgot to use one last year.
Yeah, this year I remember. So I'm going to go Damian Priest.
Nice. Get your little mid card title there. I like that.
And Rhea Ripley and Nikki.
Ooh,
Ash.
That's a good one. Hey,
I get the women's belts. So
but the women's belts can be divided on both brands.
Okay, well, you know what? So yeah, they're mine to start.
That's a nice pick. Man, yeah. Now that I got like the ones I kind of had got out of the way.
A game plan for.
Kind of the game plan for.
Yeah. Now once you get your champions, it's kind of just building depth.
Yeah, and I need some women's roster depth. I think so. I'm going to take Sasha Banks.
Okay.
She just returned last week on SmackDown or the other week on SmackDown. So I'm going to take Sasha Banks as someone on my roster. And I'm also going to take this is the part now, even though we're all not even halfway through where you're just like,
Also, the WWE website sucks to have to navigate.
Yeah, it does. I'm going to take
pool.
Seth Rollins.
Okay. So now it is back to me.
Back to you for 2 picks.
I'm going to go with Edge.
Oh, man, I left Edge out there. Okay. Edge fell that far. Wow.
And to get a tag team belt for the men, I'm going to NXT.
You're smart. I'm
taking
smart.
MSK.
Wow. So 1 NXT pick gone for you, but a very, very smart one. Very smart one to get some picks there. Let's see. I'm also gonna go to NXT and just add to the bulk of my roster and go with The Way.
Damn it! I was trying to sneak one in there.
So I get 4. I get Johnny Gargano, Austin Theory.
What's Dexter's status with that? Like he's not technically a part.
I'm not gonna put him in it. I'm not gonna put him in it. I get Gargano, Theory, Candice, and Indy Hartwell.
Okay.
So yeah, I got a couple women there, a couple of tag team main event guys again. And for my second pick this round, I am going to go before he gets taken, Kevin Owens.
I was looking to take a little shot at you with him eventually
No.
down the
Nope.
road a tad.
No. That's mine.
So we're back to me. I want to use another NXT call.
I like it.
And I want to go with your girl, Raquel Gonzalez.
That's nice.
So it's still with me, my 10th pick. So, oh boy.
Yeah, we're getting halfway there almost. So
give me.
Sometimes you over scroll and then you'll find a diamond in the rough and be like, oh,
diamond in the rough, and then you're like, oh, okay. Give me Bobby Lashley.
Oh, good pick. My first pick for the next round that I just scrolled over, I'm not going to let pass up, is Bianca Belair.
All right. Okay.
And my pick after that, I'm not sure yet because I have to look through the roster.
you gotta go a deep dive.
I'm deep diving, all right.
Also, just side note, because I'm also scrolling. Mia Yim is still classified as Reckoning. So
that's because she hasn't debuted as Mia Yim.
I know.
Technically, it's so bad. I'm gonna counter your pick of bringing up the NXT Tag Team Champions. I'm gonna bring up the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, which is Io Shirai and Zoe Stark. Double woman pick for me.
Okay, all right. So we're halfway.
We're halfway, right?
We're moving.
We're moving.
So for my
this is a short podcast.
It's much quicker with just two people and Jesse not monologuing for a bulk of it all. And also, you did a little more theatrics last year, which commend you for. But that just ain't happening this year.
Shirt and tie. No.
So my picks halfway is Big E, Charlotte, Drew McIntyre, Finn, Damian Priest, Rhea and Nikki Ash, Edge, MSK, Raquel Gonzalez, and Bobby Lashley.
And mine are the Bloodline, which is Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Becky Lynch, RK Bro, which is Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, Nakamura and Boogs, AJ Styles and Omos, Sasha Banks, Seth Rollins, The Way, which is Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, Austin Theory, and Indy Hartwell, Kevin Owens, Bianca Belair, and Io Shirai and Zoe Stark.
Cool.
All right.
We're up to moi still.
Yes.
Back to me.
Back to you for two picks now.
Yeah. So I want to go with a guy who was a monster in NXT, but he got called up to Raw, so I can save an NXT pick, thankfully. And he's kind of sucks right now, but hopefully, they fix him. And that's going to go with Karrion Kross.
Ooh, good pick.
Okay.
I like that.
I need some women in my
I stacked
division.
Up a good amount of women early.
Yeah. And of course, Bailey's hurt, so I can't go with her.
Mm-hmm.
So great.
Yeah, that's a good hurt one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically it. So give me Shotzi.
Just Shotzi.
And Tegan.
Okay.
Get a little bargain bin hunting right there for two for the price of one.
I'm gonna start stacking up some of my men's roster a little bit now, and I'm going with two guys on Raw who are very, very underutilized, who I think would be fun, and that's one of them is Keith Lee.
He just came back, the Bearcat.
Bearcat, baby, and Ricochet.
Oof.
So those are two that I'm going with for that pick. Two underutilized stars, that could maybe find
Ricochet,
a way.
but good enough. There it is. All right. Nice pick. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a card out of your book and go with the underutilized. I'm gonna go with Cesaro.
Oh, we fell. Wow.
Who surprisingly isn't hurt for once, so that's always good to have. And yeah, it's a lot of just pondering for this one.
The audio listeners listen
they're like, what the fuck are they doing? Give me Kyle O'Reilly as
last NXT pick for Justin there with Kyle O'Reilly. All right, so I'm not using my NXT pick till probably the last pick then, just because I don't.
You can save it. You don't have to.
I can save it. Okay, I'm gonna go with this round starting with Alexa Bliss.
Okay.
And I'm gonna finish it off this round with why is Vacant the superstar on the roster?
I don't know. I really don't know. I was scrolling through. I was like, what?
Vacant. And my other pick, I'm gonna not bring up. Ray and Dom Mysterio.
Ugh.
I want Ray. I don't care about Dom. Dom I might fire off the bat. I just want Ray. I could have just taken Ray, but
Yeah.
I have more superstars are better for me.
All right, so we're back to me for 2 picks. I'm gonna go with Liv Morgan, just because hopefully,
Ooh.
she actually won't get buried on my roster.
Yeah.
And then give me. Oh boy. Jeez. Give me Jeff Hardy.
Oh,
Kind of a good.
I was going to take Jeff next round.
Just a good depth piece, basically.
Okay. I am going to start this round by taking Sami Zayn.
You got your boys together, so at least you can run that.
There you go. I can run that whenever I want to. Sami Zayn, I'm going to take, and I'm also going. Oh boy, that's why I was going to take Sami and Jeff, but I can't do that.
Yeah,
I am going to take a superstar who is also a wrestler.
Superstar.
Oh, that's not bad.
We're waiting.
I know. I'm looking at the roster.
Okay.
Sheamus.
Yeah. Just depth. He's good. He's a good worker. So
Good
you'll
vet.
get good little mid card here and there. So back to moi. And damn it, why'd I use? It would have been a good NXT pick. Never mind. God, where's Jesse to berate us when we need it?
So stupid. Your picks are so stupid.
Give me the Viking Raiders.
I like it.
I feel like I'm doing better this time around than
started
last.
Slow.
Yeah,
but you picked up
for sure. And
Viking
then what?
No, you have the Vikings. You got one more pick now.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking. Doing a lot of looking. The Street Profits.
Ooh, I forgot all about them. Wow.
So it's WWE at some point. All right. So we're back to you. You are at your 18th and 19th pick before we finish. Wow, this moved quick.
It moved quick. I'm gonna take. I guess you can count this as no, they're not a team really. Give me. I was gonna say Carmella and Zelina Vega.
Oh, they're just kind of.
Yeah, they're not a team.
Yeah, well, it's as much as a team as they have in the women's division for tag teams, just kind of thrown together.
I'm not gonna count it. Give me Toni Storm.
Okay. And
I'm getting there. This is tough. Where did my whole roster disappeared? Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Never mind. And give me Happy Corbin.
Oh, God, we've hit that portion of the
we've hit that portion
of the draft. So we're back to me. My final 2 picks. Last year, with my irrelevant pick, I botched it pretty bad.
Yeah. This year, let's see what you do.
Definitely a little more thought out, per se, I hope. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm going to go with Shayna Baszler.
And Nia Jax.
No, that's definitely not happening.
Not even a team anymore.
And with my final pick to kind of bookend my first pick, I'm going to take the rest of the New Day of Kofi and Woods.
I forgot all about them.
Could I have taken them earlier? Probably.
Me too.
But I could have packaged them with Biggie, but I didn't. But I at least redeemed myself at the end.
Good steal. Yeah, you picked up. I slacked off at the end. You've definitely picked up. I have one more NXT pick left. So
yes, you do. And you have one more pick.
And I have one more pick.
Do you want to do a general manager pick too? Because we have some authority figures too.
Sure, we'll go to the authority figures. That's it. Well, dude, you can do GM and announce teams too.
Yeah, let's do that too.
Order.
That's kind of like the kicker and defense of this.
One
draft.
GM and 2 commentators.
Yeah.
We'll do. I'm looking through the NXT roster, and a bunch of them are just
there
at this point. I'm not really a fan of too many of these NXT wrestlers right now, but
Yeah,
Why not? Give me one who can maybe find a main event, and I can do another story, rekindle another storyline. Give me Ciampa as my last pick.
Okay.
So I can do the Johnny Ciampa storyline.
Yeah, you can just rehash so many old storylines of Sami and Kevin, and then Ciampa and Gargano. So at least that works. So I guess it's back to me now for the.
Back to you for a general manager and one announcer.
Just one?
Well, 2 picks. One's.
Oh.
We're continuing the snake draft.
True. You're right.
Or you can do what you want, actually. You can take 2 announcers. You can take.
Yeah, exactly.
So what is there an authority figure like Paige or like?
Yeah, I count her, I guess.
No. I mean, like.
Oh no, they're just under superstars kind of thing.
No, I don't know if Paige is employed. Speaking of her, but
she has a tab in the piece.
Oh, if she's on the current roster, I'll allow it.
Yeah, what we're looking at, she has a thing. So for my authority figure, give me. Does William Regal count, even though he doesn't have a tab? Yeah. Give me William Regal for my GM.
All right.
And for play-by-play, give me Michael Cole.
Okay.
So now we're up to you.
I'm going to go my manager first, too. And I'm going to make my manager kind of fit into some of the stories, maybe, too. And that's going to be Paul Heyman.
Ooh, interesting.
Paul Heyman. And my first commentator is going to be the color guy, and it's going to be Pat McAfee. You weren't gonna get both.
I was thinking about him too, so that's why.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back to me for my final color guy. Give me Corey Graves.
Oh, so you're reuniting Cole and Graves there.
One of the better booths we've had in a while.
And give me Jimmy Smith on Raw.
I like him.
I like him a lot. I like Jimmy Smith a lot. He's
definitely better than the Adnan Virk month, because at least Smith has done combat sports, so at least he kind of knows the pacing of it a little bit better.
So I have a weird team of Jimmy Smith and Pat McAfee.
You just have a lot of energy, basically, is what it is. Because
I went up getting McAfee for Boogs too and Nakamura. So hey,
it all worked out.
It all worked out in the end. Circle. Look at that.
So
oh man,
let's recap. We'll recap. I'll recap mine at least because I don't want to read both. So my final roster is Big E, Charlotte Flair, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Rhea and Nikki Ash, Edge, MSK, Raquel Gonzalez, Bobby Lashley, Karrion Kross, Shotzi and Tegan Nox, Cesaro, Kyle O'Reilly, Liv Morgan, Jeff Hardy, the Viking Raiders, Street Profits, Shayna Baszler, and the New Day, with my GM being William Regal and my announced team being Corey Graves and Michael Cole.
Yep. And my team is the Bloodline, which is Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, Becky Lynch, Randy Orton, and Matt Riddle, RK Bro, Shinsuke Nakamura, and Boogs, AJ Styles, and Omos, Sasha Banks, Seth Rollins, The Way, which is Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, and Austin Theory, Kevin Owens, Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and Zoe Stark, Keith Lee, Ricochet, Alexa Bliss.
Mysterio,
Alexa Bliss, Rey Mysterio, and Dom Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Sheamus, Tony Storm, Happy Corbin, Tommaso Ciampa as Mr. Irrelevant, my general manager authority figure, Paul Heyman, and my commentary team of Jimmy Smith and Pat McAfee.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, you're on the pod. Tell them you're on the pod.
Good. We're just recording a podcast right now for wrestling.
Oh, whoopsies.
Oh, no,
we have a caller.
You're on it. Yeah.
On the pod.
Oh, hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, it's just Clark.
Oh, hey, Clark. Listen.
Hey.
The future of wrestling is Dexter Lumis.
Hey, undrafted Dexter Lumis.
So we did a draft because the WWE draft is coming up like Friday, and Lumis actually went undrafted between 40 picks between me and Clark.
Ridiculous. That's went first overall in your picks.
I took Big E, and he took Roman's entire family, basically, with Roman Reigns.
Wow. I agree with Big E. He seems pretty popular.
That doesn't mean anything.
Does
not mean anything.
All right. Well, have a good rest of the podcast. Can't wait to watch this one.
It's basically done, so we're just going to wrap up, basically.
Yeah, we're about to wrap up.
All right. Sounds good.
All right. Bye.
Our first caller into the podcast. Radio
no
all over again.
He had no idea what was going on.
But hey, that's the draft. I represented Raw, we can say, in that draft since I was Red.
Oh, wait. Jesse's working right now, right? I was going to call him. Let's call him. See what. See if he picks up.
Justin, I'm working. You know this.
Yeah, I want to see if what you call it. Maybe he's talking to his boy. Was it Chuck or whatever from
Chucker, Andrew. I don't know.
Let's see if Jesse picks up.
Oh, we called Jack then.
No. I want to see if he can, grade our drafts a little bit. This is gonna be great monotonous sound just waiting for Jesse.
Yeah, I mean, we're keeping it going.
Yeah, got to pad the runtime a little bit.
There you go. Hello?
He's not going to pick up. He's definitely at work.
I'm going to call Jack.
Oh, don't call Jack.
Why?
Don't call him.
Why?
Oh, all right. Well, Jesse didn't pick up. You know who I'm surprised? What are some notable undrafted? Let's take
Miz and Morrison. I noticed that at the end.
I thought about it, but Miz is off doing Dancing with the Stars.
And Morrison kind of doing nothing on his own.
Yeah, so he's going to fall.
The notable undrafted ones are those.
Hit Row went undrafted.
Hit Row. It's another 4-person group.
Dude,
Benjamin and I mean, I guess you had Lashley. You picked Lashley, right? You could have.
Yeah, I took Lashley.
You could have picked
him with MVP.
No, Benjamin and Cedric as well because they reunited on Raw.
Naomi, Natalia,
Naomi's a good one. That one undrafted. R-Truth.
Otis went undrafted.
Otis, Dolphin, Bob Roode.
Yeah, no one drafted the 24/7 belt.
No, good. We got rid of it in our world. I mean, we couldn't draft Samoa Joe. That would have been
there
one
are
of my
some
NXT
people
picks.
I have never heard of that are like on
It's a lot of the new NXT guys, probably.
Yeah.
Slapjack's
still here.
Slapjack.
Didn't he came out though as like the crocodile hunter, like actually as Shane Thorne.
Yeah, he wanted to do that gimmick, I think.
Yeah.
Zelina Vega didn't get drafted. Carmella, well, Imperium, which is actually a shock. Imperium didn't get drafted. I'm gonna try calling Jack. Let's see if
he's gonna pick up.
I know.
He probably will.
Lie. Come on, Jack. We need someone.
Hello?
Jack!
What's up, guys?
You are now live on the Sports Department podcast right now. I hope you know that.
Oh, shoot. What's going on?
Do you have a minute or two to spare?
What's going on?
We just did. You know how WWE is having their draft this Friday night on SmackDown going into Monday, right?
Yeah, the draft is this Friday.
Yes,
right?
sir. So Justin and I on the podcast did a little fantasy draft where I was taking over Raw, he was taking over SmackDown. So if you have a couple of minutes and it's not a problem, do you mind if I read out the rosters and we can get, your opinions on whose roster you like more and who you think won the draft?
Absolutely.
Oh, what a nice fellow. That's Jack from Bloomfield, ladies and gentlemen, on the sports department. I feel like I'm doing radio all over.
Yeah.
Again. Justin says hi and he misses you and wants to hang out later.
Didn't say it. Nope.
So
did not say that.
You guys can talk after the pod. But I'm gonna read off Justin's roster first, if that's okay.
Go for it.
All right. So he started off with the WWE champ. It's 20 superstars, so it's a little long. Big E, he started with WWE champion, then went for the Raw Women's Champion Charlotte, Drew McIntyre, Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Rhea Ripley and Nikki Cross, Edge, MSK from NXT, Raquel Gonzalez from NXT, Bobby Lashley, Karrion Kross, Shotzi and Tegan Knox, Cesaro, Kyle O'Reilly, Liv Morgan, Jeff Hardy, the Viking Raiders, the Street Profits, Shayna Baszler, Kofi Kingston, and Xavier Woods. His authority figure is William Regal, and his commentary team is Michael Cole and Corey Graves. What do you think about that roster, Jack?
It's not bad, but it still doesn't seem like as loaded. I think it's still lacking a little star power.
A little star power. A lot of up and coming guys. Justin, do you have anything to say about that? You're lacking star power?
No, he's right. It's definitely there's a top 3 main people, and then kind of after that, it's fight to the death for upper mid card. So yeah, a lot of tag teams too.
He kind of agrees with you. A lot of tag teams, a lot of that. All right, so that's SmackDown. I'm going to read off my roster real quick for you, then I can get you out of here because I don't want to waste your day on this nice Thursday afternoon. I drafted first. I went with the Bloodline, so I have Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso. Then I went with Becky Lynch, RK Bro, which is Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, Nakamura and Rick Boogs, AJ Styles and Omos, Sasha Banks, Seth Rollins, The Way, which is Johnny Gargano, Indy Hartwell, Candice LeRae, and Austin Theory, Kevin Owens, Bianca Belair, Io Shirai and Zoe Stark, Keith Lee, Ricochet, Alexa Bliss, Rey and Dominic Mysterio, Sami Zayn, Sheamus, Tony Storm, Happy Baron Corbin, and my last pick was Tommaso Ciampa, with my general manager being Paul Heyman and my commentary team of Jimmy Smith and Pat McAfee. What do we think of that, Jack?
That roster is also pretty good, but you also got to look at Kevin Owens and Gargano with their contracts coming up.
Ooh, bringing some realism into it.
Right. Maybe,
and you know, if they're not re-signing, they're going to AEW.
Hey, you got a point, but I'll try to do my
So
best.
who won?
As the what?
So who won?
I'm finishing talking. I have to do my best as the owner of Raw to re-sign them. So, Jack, who do you think won between Justin and I's roster right here?
As of right now, I think your roster is better because obviously I think there's a little more single star power. But say that Kevin Owens and Gargano do not re-sign with WWE and move to New Japan, Ring of Honor, or AEW, then Justin's roster would obviously have the more star power. But that's a lot of ifs. As of right now, your your roster is winning right now, but in the long run, Justin's roster could win.
It could, but that's a lot of what ifs and buts. But thank you, Jack, for answering. Have a good day.
All right, buddy. You too.
Well, we got kind of an unbiased opinion because Jack and Justin are good friends.
Well, it's also biased because he likes breaking my balls, so he very well could have just said that just to stick it to me too.
Yeah, true. But that was fun. A couple of callers on the podcast. Like, what more callers than I've ever gotten from no rest holds. But hey,
well, they were allowed on.
Yeah, there you go. That's our fantasy draft. So
yeah,
thank you guys for watching.
And we did this instead of Extreme Rules because that was bad.
Yeah, this is a lot more fun. Definitely, than talking about that pay-per-view.
Nothing happened. Like real quick, like just nothing happened on that show.
No title changes. Matches were solid, but just
the ending. I just want to talk about that real quick. Is stupid. The way they had Finn lose was dumb. The fact that the ring broke under his own weight, it's like, give me a break. So obviously there were some shenanigans, but it's like the whole thing with the Finn, like the heartbeat of the demon and the music kicking,
like a fish on the outside.
It was just like, what are we doing here?
It was weird. It was bad. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan.
And it's like the second they had like his full blown music playing in the background, and of course they put the freaking smoke up from under the ring to cover up how they broke it. It's like, oh, he's gonna lose.
Yeah,
it's like we knew that for sure going in, but it's like, oh,
the Demon's first loss that was, and I guess you kind of have the Demon on your roster as well because you drafted Finn.
Yeah,
so you got both. Look at you, a plus for you.
Me.
But hey, that does it for this episode of the Sports Department Podcast. Thank you for watching. Most likely, watch this one. Don't listen to it because if you listen to it, it's going to be a brutal listen. It's just not a good listen. It's not good radio at all. It's better YouTube and watching. So hopefully you're watching this. Make sure you guys subscribe on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. Though follow us on our social medias on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Sports Depth Pod. That's Sports DEPT Pod. Wrestling episodes, probably a couple more coming up. Whatever.
Here and there. Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Baseball wild card round will be getting to that
this weekend, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because season ends this weekend.
Season ends on Sunday. Wild cards on Tuesday, so we probably won't get that done soon. So I don't know about a picks pod for NFL this week, just because of
timing and everything. So if not, no picks. Justin will record them. Like he'll write them.
I've been keeping track still when we don't record it, so that's
exactly
up and dated.
And something's outside my door. I don't know what that is.
Taz? Scruffles?
No, it's like like my
outside your house.
I mean, it's some loud truck. But now football podcast, we don't do a prediction. We'll definitely do a breakdown of week 4 where we'll explain our predictions and all that. So stay tuned to all that fun stuff, and we'll see you in the next episode.